What is happening, guys? Today is April 22nd, and I wanted to give a little update on the progress of this product. It's been some time. Obviously, you saw from the dates that I had on the previous video clips, and still no product in hand yet, and it's still not even started manufacturing. That's how this process sort of drags on. So it's not as easy as it looks on the back end from start to final product in hand. But anyways, I wanted to give you a little update now that we actually have a label created, the process of getting that label created, and now that we have the label, the artwork, we're moving on to printing the label. I'm going to show you all that now. So when you're creating a new product, you have to have a label for it, right? And it just didn't come out of thin air. You have to have somebody with some skill and knowledge on how to create a product label, match the branding per se across everything within that label, and then also making sure that label is compliant. So we have a graphic designer and label guy that we've been working with since day one practically. He's been an awesome guy to work with. He knows our brand inside and out because he's created pretty much every label since day one. So what we did with this particular product is we give him an idea of what we're looking for within the artwork within the label, some of the little fine details of what we're looking for, the color scheme, and sometimes we might pull images off Google of different artwork that we find attractive and try and, create our own style of. And that's what we kind of did with this flavor, because this flavor is orange sherbet. And there's a ton of branding out there around orange creamsicle, orange sherbets, dreamsicles, that whole nine. And we took our time looking into what we thought looks cool, appetizing, and sort of catches our eyes. And when we send that over to our label guy, he then hand draws everything on this label that I'm about to show you. So a lot of time and effort and very creative thought goes into these labels, and we don't skimp or we don't try and find the easy, cheap way out of creating a label. We want a full encompassing experience when you grab a product, when you pick it up off of a shelf, or when you pull it out of a box that you just ordered. You're picking it up, you're feeling it, you're seeing it, the different textures and layers, and I want to show you all that now. This is the original or first label that he sent us just to sort of get an eyeball for, and it is not the final one we went with, and I'm going to go through this whole process that we did with him. So typically it takes him about a week, maybe up to 2 weeks to create a label, putting many, many hours into this thing because he's hand drawing every little feature that's in there. The popsicles, the river, the landscape, everything is hand drawn. So this is the first one he sent. We weren't really feeling it, so we went through a few different options and back and forths with him that probably took at least 3 to 5 days of just little nitpicks about what we had liked changed and what he thought would work better, because everybody has their own opinion, and it's good to have many, many eyes when creating a label and getting some input on it. But here's the first one. Then it moved to a little bit different of a background, and as you can see, some things blended in and didn't mesh well, so we continued to evolve over the next few days and came up, let me zoom back out, to this one right here. And once the layers are added during the printing process, y'all will begin to see why we changed some of the aspects that we did, and it's just gonna look amazing. I can't wait for y'all to see it. But let me show you all the layers on the next video now. I'm gonna pull up Illustrator here so we can pull up all the files of the vector. It's taking its sweet old time. All right, here we go. So this is the full package, and everything is sort of color-coded for the printers and the printer to know, once we send this artwork off, and we already have to the printing facility, that the printer knows what layers are going to be what, so it can either hold off on printing on certain areas, tactile varnishes, or a foil finish, or just a matte finish. And right here, we're gonna pull all these layers off, and here's the label, full blown, all colored. And then this is the foil layer. So this is what's going to look metallic or almost like a polished aluminum. The river, the bands up and top, the overcome. And then again, this is how the printer on the back end, once we send this file over, knows what is going to be what. And then here is the tactile layer. So this is what's going to be raised off, like that 3D textured feel when you pick up our labels and feel the cool texture. This is what's going to be raised. And then we'll add the foil back to it and boom. Everything that hasn't changed color is just going to be matte. So the blue sky and everything, that'll be a nice flat matte look. Guys, the newest flavor of Overcome has been picked. Here's the label, and we're gonna be giving it away, and here's how you can win yours. Over the next month of August, we're gonna be giving away pieces of this label in all orders randomly. If you receive a piece of this label in your order, make sure you share it to your social media, tag us so we know you got it, and we're gonna share the pieces over the upcoming weeks so you'll get to eventually see the full label right before this product launches. So order a product now so you get a chance to win a free Overcome when it launches. Happy shopping.